In tonight's Saturday Spotlight, the city of Tampa recently received funding to complete a citywide master plan for all of their Parks and Recs department. That plan will be the official statement of the city when it comes to the future development and conservation of the park system. And joining us now is Parks and Recs Director Paul Dial to tell us a little bit more about that master plan and to tell you folks how you can get involved in that too. So let's start at the beginning. First of all, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So tell us about the master plan.
Well, the master plan process has begun with the city, and the mayor has approved funding for us to do a comprehensive plan throughout the city of all of the parks in the system. That has started with a public outreach process, which we have done a few of the meetings so far. We have several other meetings that are throughout the city, different locations within the city, and we're really trying to go out to the public and saying, where do you see the parks in the next 10 years? What do you envision for the parks? Where would you like to see them go?
Right.
Are there improvements in facilities? Are there programs that you would like to see? We want to hear that from the public. After those are completed, early next year, it's anticipated that a consultant will be coming on board, and that consultant will also have a public input process. So what we're doing now is really telling us, what do you think? What do you envision? And then we'll take that information. All those are being videotaped. We're taking that information and providing that information to the consultant so that we can really kind of get them started quickly in their process and move forward in this endeavor.
And off camera, we were talking about Julian B. Lane as one of it's the premier park really of the city of Tampa these days. I mean, those parks are great, but you're talking about every single park in the city and how those parks will be affected by what people want to see, right?
Right, correct. We have a lot of great parks that are you know, very popular, and some that are downtown that people love, and those are great. But also, people really care about their local parks.
That's
and the
right.
one around the corner from them and the one that they walk to. And we can see already that a lot of people are very passionate about that, and they want to have a say in how those things develop in the future and what happens with those. So it's important, I think, that we hear from everyone of our larger parks, but our smaller parks, our areas that are the environmental parks, sensitive parks, passive versus active, all those things we need to get the input from the public.
You mentioned 10 years, I think. So
yes.
this studies were what, 10 to 15 years out?
Correct.
That's an undertaking because you have to kind of look really far into the future, right?
We do, but the problem is if you're not planning, if you're not looking ahead, the saying, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Yeah, that's true.
And we really need to look to where we're headed and making sure that when determinations are made about amenities that are coming in within the park system, are we going where it makes the most sense, where it's the most efficient, and we're meeting the needs that are there. So it's very important.
And again, people can take a look. We're going to put the list on the screen here so they can look at the dates and the locations for those parks. And you really want to encourage people to come out, take part in one of these meetings, and have a glance at what you guys are trying to put together, right?
Correct. We do, as I said, all of them are videotaped to where they will be provided to the consultant. I do want to mention, though, that when people come to that meeting, we have some note cards with a series of survey questions.
Okay.
If someone's at the meeting that says, I really don't want to get up and talk, but I want my voice to be heard, they can take that, fill that out, and provide that to us. That will be included as well. We also have a survey online at our website, so that if somebody isn't able to make a meeting but still wants their voice to be heard, we please would encourage them to go ahead and fill out the survey. And again, all that information will be provided to the consultant when they come on board.
And we've put a link to that survey on our story in our website as well, so people can look that up on our website as well. Okay. Thank you so much for being here, and hopefully you get some great responses, and you know the park system continues to be a good thing in the years to come.
Great. Well, thank you for the time.
Thank you, sir.